Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and once again, we are talking about Antonio Brown. Now, I covered a video with Antonio Brown last time for totally different reasons, and of course, this time around, it's not like we have any good news to share. This guy is just a complete fuck up, and we're gonna dive into this. So, apparently, Antonio Brown is being sued by a man called Ryan Kane. Ryan Kane is the owner of STB. It's a record label called Secure the Bag, based out in Florida. In this suit, I mean, he believes he's been, tricked from AB for about $500,000. Apparently, AB has submitted like $170,000 worth of expenses that he believes is fraudulent, as well as also trying to sell him a watch for $160,000. I believe it's a Mitchell watch that's probably worth, they're worth like $400,000, $500,000. I mean, these watches are expensive. Apparently, the watch that AB got was fake. He tries to sell it back to the owner of this record label that he's signed to for $160,000 as well. He also Antonio Brown also received $150,000 from this same owner to give to Lil Wayne to promote a song called Crack. And initially Antonio Brown had asked for $250,000, and the owner went ahead and gave him $150,000 as an advance. Comes to find out, Lil Wayne's reps has said that he only asked for $150K. Antonio Brown was asking for $250,000 and only wanted the money through Antonio. Antonio Brown told the owner that the money from Wayne should only go through Antonio Brown, right? So the money needs to flow through his hands first. And so the owner gave him an advance on that. Wayne's rep said that he only asked for $150,000. So Brown tried to pocket an additional $100,000 as well. I am shocked, honestly, that people are still trying to work with Antonio Brown at this current juncture. I mean, this guy's music career is trash. I mean, he's trying to latch on to Kanye West and chase that clout. I mean, he tried to become friends with Floyd Mayweather as well. I did a video on Antonio Brown last time and just mentioned how nuclear he is. He is. I mean, the guy, if the guy's the definition of toxic. You look it up, his face is right there. And Antonio Brown gives black people a bad rap. I'm gonna say it. When you go into business with black people and stuff like that, like, this is the type of shit that we try to avoid. Not all black people. There's plenty of good, hardworking black people that try to do legit businesses. I get that, right? But Antonio Brown is a public figure, so a lot of people aren't going to see this. And I mentioned in the last video as well that something else is going to happen much worse. And yeah, I think this is fraudulent. This is fraud, and he definitely needs to be arrested, charged, and sent to prison. The amounts of money that he tried to siphon off the owner of the record label, STB, Ryan Kane. I don't know what your grand larceny, felony, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's a lot of money. And Antonio Brown, bag fumbler. I mean, he had a contract, but a big contract. He signed a pretty decent contract with the Oakland Raiders for about $50 million. Couldn't even make it through training camp in the preseason before they cut him. And he signs with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a little bit of money. I mean, the type of lifestyle he's trying to live and things he's trying to do musically, I think the funds are running short. And honestly, I think Antonio Brown he's gonna cancel himself. Honestly, I mean, I don't know why anybody still consider to do business. The article I read, this guy Ryan, the owner of this label, said he considered Antonio Brown a friend. I don't know how you consider him a friend. I mean, to sign him already to a music label and think that he has talent is crazy. I mean, the guy, Antonio Brown, his head is full of air. He's not talented outside of what he did when he was on the field. But outside the field, I don't know how anybody can trust him going forward in any business deals whatsoever. I mean, you go from selling fake watches. Now you're trying to, you're saying that Wayne asked for $250 and the money should only go through him. And also, on top of this too, man, like recently he posted this stupid picture of on his Instagram of Tom Brady and his wife at a house, and his face is in the window. It's a cartoon drawing. It's stupid, so everywhere you turn, this guy is burning bridges, stealing money. I mean, if he has any chance to get into the Hall of Fame, that is done. But as far as anybody trying to work with him, and this guy Ryan Kane, I know his intentions were good and everything, but I have no idea why you would consider this man a friend. I mean, just look at the news recently. You know, look what I mean. Even if he's your friend, why the hell are you still trying to do business with him? And you can trust anything that comes out of this man's mouth or whatever he texts. You know, and again, once AB gets caught doing something stupid, he goes on Instagram posting screenshots of text messages and how these conversations went, and it's like, bro, like, people don't need to lie on you. You know, these people you're working with, they have money, but you're taking their money, but you feel you need to defend yourself. Like, nah, man, like, you know, I don't know, guys. But yeah, man, I just think the NFL shouldn't put him in Hall of Fame, and I definitely think Antonio Brown needs to be locked up rather sooner than later. I mean, you know, he's strapped for cash and he's desperate and he's pulling all kinds of fraudulent shit. And, you know, I'm sure the FBI is probably already watching this, and they're going to get his ass sooner rather than later. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.